My question was, there's that article about the theft issues, how to protect these solar installations. What plans has he put in place to protect the massive installation he has put in that school there?
To that question, I would respond that at the moment, this has taken us 3 months since it has been installed. But what have we put in place so far? The Germans installed these panels, as you saw in the featuring, in such a way that at the top of the panel, there is a lock nut that is placed on these panels next to the frame, because the panel is held at 10 degrees tilt so that it can receive the sun rays. So of course that is off the ground and then on the frame. So from the frame to the panel, there is a lock nut. And this one is so made that after it has been locked, there is a small ball that is hit right in, and you are disabling it from being opened by even an Allen key.
Okay, we have a student in our audience. Esther, what's your question?
Basing on the fact that you said the power is gotten from 8 a.m. to about 6 p.m., that meaning that when there is sun. Let me give you an example of yesterday. It rained so much. I think by midday it was still raining. So does it mean that your solar depends actually on the probability whether there is sun or not? So it makes, to me, that makes no sense because you're hanging in a balance. I think you've invested too much for nothing. What do you have to say?
Are there days when you stay in darkness because the sun did not come out?
As you may have seen from the featuring, this system of solar is made up of direct panels that receive the power or the sunlight, and it's changed into usable power from DC to AC. That is when there is sunlight. But when there is no sunlight, it also has another component, which is of a backup system. And the backup system is composed of batteries and a standby generator. Of course, by the time you put in this standby generator, you're sure that it is able to handle the load on the other side. So during that time, from 8 up to 6 in the evening, we have power that goes to the loads. Remember, we have subjected it to only the load that it can handle. And the excess power from the sun rays is reserved by use of, we in place what they call sunny islands, which will determine how much is going to the load end and how much is reserved in the batteries. So these batteries will then now act as a backup system later in the day from, say, 6 up to probably 9, because it is a school. By 9 p.m. they're out of the classrooms and back to the dormitories.